large explosion had occurred. But was it a meteor or a volcanic blast? In the late 19th century, Grove Carl Gilbert conducted the first serious study of Meteor Crater. He was chief geologist of the U.S. Geological Survey. In 1891, Gilbert traveled to Arizona. His goal, to test the theory that a meteor impact had formed the crater. We now know that the meteor vaporized on impact, but Gilbert assumed that a giant meteorite lay buried under the crater floor. So he thought that the amount of material ejected from the crater should be much greater than the amount he actually found. Gilbert also reasoned that a magnetic survey would indicate a large mass of buried iron, but his experiments came up empty. Lacking evidence in support of a meteor impact, Gilbert concluded that a volcanic steam explosion had blasted the crater. This idea went undisputed until the early 1900s, when Daniel Berenger arrived from Philadelphia. In search of a giant meteorite, he began mining operations on the crater floor. After finding many meteorite fragments mixed with ejected rocks on the crater rim, Berenger was convinced that a meteor had formed the crater. Over several years, he gathered other evidence, such as fine silica at the site, which could only be created by the enormous pressure of a meteor impact. Berenger also noted the complete lack of volcanic rock or any sign of volcanic activity at the crater. Doubters still remained, however, until Dr. Eugene Shoemaker began his groundbreaking work at Meteor Crater. In 1960, Shoemaker and two colleagues discovered two new minerals in the rocks beneath the crater. The minerals coesite and stishovite are new, denser forms of quartz created by the extreme pressures and temperatures of a meteor impact. Today, scientists look for these two high-pressure minerals to locate the scars of ancient impact craters. In 1963, Dr. Shoemaker began studying craters formed by underground nuclear test explosions.
My hunch was that I would go have a look at Meteor Crater and see what the structure was, because it had never been thoroughly mapped and described. And so I didn't know what the structure was until I went. But having mapped this first, I went to Meteor Crater and voila! I was astounded that all of the parts of the crater that I could see in the little nuclear crater were reproduced here on a giant scale, including right down to the pieces of melted material.
Shoemaker's work finally convinced any doubters that a meteor impact had formed Meteor Crater. His work also jump-started the study of craters and inspired a closer look at the role of collision and impact on Earth and throughout the solar system.
Moving at 11 miles per second, a meteor raced through the solar system towards Earth. Immense shock waves were created as it approached from the east. Hurricane-force winds threw 175 million tons of material in all directions. The shock of impact melted most of the meteor and spread it with the large plume of debris. It took just 10 seconds and Meteor Crater was formed.
STS Beringer, this is your flight director at Mission Control. You've been cleared for takeoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Created the crater. It's hard to believe, but that mine shaft is more than 200 feet deep. That old steam-powered winch was used to lower men, heavy equipment, and material in and out of the old mine shaft. Okay, Jackie, let's head up to the rim.
Next stop, South Rim.
Take a look at those junipers. Some are over 700 years old. When this crater was formed 49,000 years ago, the force of the impact wiped out flora and fauna for miles. It also flipped the layers of rock as they were thrown from the crater in a process called reverse stratigraphy. Okay, who's ready to blast into outer space? Jackie, take us out. Second star to the right and straight out till morning.
You are such a geek. Roger that, Commander. We're going to have to bend space and pilot it to get there fast. Hang on to your space helmet. Wow, look around. I know for most of you, this is your first time in space. Pretty amazing, huh?
Alright, let's begin. One of the duties of a crew member aboard the STS Beringer is the study of the asteroids themselves. What are they made of?
Asteroid Ganymede 1036, straight ahead, Commander.
This ship is equipped with state-of-the-art space drones and remote tools for collecting samples. First Officer Lopez will be demonstrating.
Drones on their way, sir.
Now remember, space objects are constantly in motion. And
Commander, what is that?
oh my.
Taking evasive action, sir. Hang on, everyone.
Director Nova, we were almost involved in a collision between two asteroids.
We know, Commander. Asteroid Ganymede 1036 has been hit by an unidentified asteroid, setting it off on a trajectory headed straight for Earth. STS Beringer. You must intervene quickly before returning to Earth, or I'm afraid it will be too late. Our next available launch window for a near-Earth intercept mission will not give us enough time to destroy the asteroid before it reaches Earth. It's up to you. Please, do whatever it takes to divert this asteroid and to save us all.
All right, crew. It's up to us. Let's catch up to that asteroid, Jackie. Punch it.
Yes, sir. Course bearing entered and on our way.
We'll deploy nuclear missiles to redirect its course, but we have to be precise with our timing. If not, we can make it worse by turning the asteroid into multiple asteroids. Jackie, prepare the missiles. This is a little game I like to call Spaceball. Let's knock this rock to Neptune. Batter up.
Here, batter, batter. Man, the missile's detonated too early. The asteroid is still on its previous course.
Well, Jackie, we're going to have to take drastic action. We'll have to drop our reserve antimatter fuel cell with the remote detonator
The planet will be treated to the most spectacular meteor shower ever as pieces of meteorite from your work enter the atmosphere. Safe travels on the rest of your tour. See you back at Meteor Crater.
Jackie, prepare to finish our tour. We got a little sidetracked.
All set. You got it, Commander.
Warning.
Oh, Care 6. Sir, you heard someone fuel chasing the asteroid and blew up our only antimatter reserve. We may not have enough fuel to get back safely if we don't cut our trip short.
Understood, Jackie. Forget the rest of the mission. Get us out of here.
All on it, Commander.
Activating overdrive.
If we start slowing down too soon, we'll burn too much fuel and run out before we hit the proper velocity for our final approach. Got it?
Commander, if we don't slow down now, it'll be too late.
Not yet. Wait for it.
Commander, we're getting too close.
Don't slow down yet.
I don't think we can wait much longer, Commander.
1 more second.
Commander, we have to stop now.
Hit the first thruster.
Re-entry complete.
That was a close call. Welcome back to Earth, and thank you for your help today. Enjoy tonight's celebrations, heroes. They sure will be spectacular. You all deserve it.
Thank you for flying the STS Behringer. Please, watch your step as you hop off the spacecraft. It was a pleasure flying with you today.